Hey there, Linda. Let's go ahead and take a look at this October small space. Now, the first option that we're going to look at is the front cross option. Now, I paused here because the first exercise is the front cross, and that key to that front cross is getting ahead of the dog. Now, anytime you are running a dog that is faster than you, which is the situation that most of us are in, it's all going to break down to having a good send. So you can see here, you are beginning to move off lateral, but she is already airborne over the jump, and you have not yet made it over to the blue jump. So the issue here is as we go forward, you can see that you're just not quite far enough ahead for that front cross. So if we actually look at your mechanics are not bad at all. We can see the shoulder rotation happening, the outside arm. You're making that direct eye contact and footwork. There's step 1, there's step 2. You're rotating around 3 and 4. So what you're doing isn't bad, but the timing of it is such that you're not actually getting that first step of the front cross. So right here is that first step until she's already airborne over the jump. So now she comes through and is landing, and you have your back towards everything that you want. This jump is all behind you. Right? So it's very hard at this point to see exactly where you want her to go. So what we get is a lot of vertical bouncing, barking, and that frustration of what do you want, where are we going? Now, by the time you open up, you do come over here and you get a very nice wrap at that pink wing, but we got to work on you getting further ahead, working that lateral send so that you can get that front cross down. So again, it's not about what you were doing, it's about where you were at. So here we are going to see the throttle option, a really good tunnel send. Now this is still going to be a big focus on the lateral send here at the white. So you can see I actually think that you were further ahead for the front than you are for the SERP, just judging where you are relative here to this jump. I'd like to see you further downstream, trusting that send. But because there's no rotation and there's no side change, you were able to keep moving, get up that outside arm, fantastic throttle. All right. So what I really love about this is there is quite a bit of distance between you and the jump, and she doesn't at all think about coming to you. She says, throttle, got it. She turns away from you brilliantly to turn and slice that jump. I could not be any happier than I am with that throttle. And then here we see the blind, and the blind goes better than the front, not quite as nice as the throttle. Timing of this pretty good, right? After mental, but before physical commitment. So you can see you're already reaching back over that left shoulder, reaching to make eye contact, and she has not yet taken off. So by the time she takes off, very clear that you want her on your left side, but still on her line a little bit. And that's where she gets sassy and starts barking at you because now she has to come around you to get over to that jump. So I'd like to change your location to being more here so that as she comes over, she has a more direct line as opposed to you being where she needs to be and having her go all the way around you. So look at this yardage. I think right there is about her furthest point. Quickest way to get from point A to point B is a straight line. We want her coming over and going right here, and she's coming way out here. That's her just not really sure where to go, adding on a lot of yardage, which then makes that a line inefficient, and it's going to add on to your time. So once again, that's going to start back with the lateral send at the white, getting more of a send to take that shortcut. Right? So when she comes out of the tunnel and has to come here and then across, you want to take that corner. And here we just have that basic geometry. Hypotenuse is always shorter than the length of the two sides. So work on running smarter and not necessarily harder. Nice job on this.